was Sammy Gyamfi. I'd been here talking about feeling sorry for Felix Kwatiofosu when the plane matter came. That was a professional sorry. But the Sammy Gyamfi one is a personal sorry. I saw the video, I said, my goodness. People have been calling me and say, hey, this one, Paul Adom Otchere will kill him on Saturday. Paul Adom Otchere will kill him on Tuesday. Good evening, I will kill him. We don't have gun. We don't kill anybody. If anybody says something that's untrue, anybody says something about politics that's untrue, we will come at it. This one, ordinarily, it will not be a big deal. Ordinarily, and everyone, many people have said that. Ordinarily, this is not a big deal. But it is some of the things that we said, some of the things that we say in politics. We might not get there soon, but let us get there one day, where politics is about the policy that this person wants to bring, where the campaign is about the policy. So that if I'm driving to go and campaign and I'm going to a meeting at the conference center and touch wood, I happen to hit somebody on the road and the person dies, that ought not to be fodder for my political opponent. Oh, he's been killing people. He's a killer. They don't vote for him. He's killing people. The accident of the car should be completely extricated from the competence of the campaign that I'm running to Ghanaians. Hopefully one day we get there. Hopefully we get there one day. But as of now, we are not there. And I'm praying that some of these things that happen will bring us to the point where politics is about content. The character is important. Character of an individual is important. If he wants to be the president and he's always drunk, it is important. You can make reference to it. If he wants to be the president and he's always asleep, you can make reference to it. If he wants to be the president and he has 100 children at age 55, you can make reference to it. If you watch the video of the BBC video, I hope I'm not talking too much. The file is going to be long, sorry. If you watch the BBC video of the announcement of the 1966 coup, the BBC commentator, and I have the video here, I can show you now. The BBC commentator said that in introducing General Ankara, he said, General Ankara, father of 22. He was making a point. He wanted to say that for effect. It's factual, it's correct. But he was making a point. So you can make a point about a politician. Paul Adom Otchere, father of 43. Everybody will say, hey, wait a minute. The guy wants to be president. But how old is he? What, 50? And he's what? 43. By age 50. You got to look at this guy well. It's fair. But if my houseboy dies, say, oh, he's a juju, that's what he does. He's a juju man. His houseboy is dead. That ought not to be part of the politics that shapes the people's decision whether they choose Paul Adom Otchere or they choose Mahama Bawumia or they choose Kennedy Japan or they choose John Mahama. That ought not to be that ought not to be part of it. But here we are. We have run our politics in this way that things that ordinarily should not be a problem, we say it's a problem. Having said that, I will now come to the touchscreen and deal with the outstanding issues. Here is the full video of what happened. The video first, please. Here's a full video of what happened.
Monday. Mommy.
My favorite part is the guy who said, Mommy yawaha, oh, Mommy yawaha. Did you hear him? So, evangelist Mama Pat I like watching her videos. Evangelist Mama Pat. I like her boldness and audacity to do the things that she does. And I think it's for fun. I don't think it's for any political purpose. I think it's for fun. But anyway, let's get to the touchscreen. Show me the questions. Let me now tell viewers what the Good Evening Ghana position is on this matter. Let's go. Okay. So what are the questions for us to consider? Let's start. All right. Question number 1. We're going to ask 6 questions. As a PR for NDC, did he, Sammy Gyamfi, need to engage Agrada? It's a question we're asking. We're going to answer the questions as well. Question number 2 that we'll be asking. If yes, if he did to engage Agrada, what should have been the mode of engagement? Number 3, should he have acceded to the request for cash to buy petrol or whatever the request for cash was? We're going to ask that. Number 4, if yes, should he have given cash in US dollars and out of his car? We'll deal with that. Is the quantum important or is it the principle? We'll deal with that. What punishment should be meted out? Okay, so let's come to the question 1. As PR for NDC, should Sammy Gyamfi have engaged Agrada? And how do we answer the question? As PR for NDC, did he have to engage Agrada? We think he should. The answer to the question is yes. If Sammy Gyamfi sees Agrada after the election, 4 months after the election, Agrada has been a heavy campaigner for the opposition, the other side, the MPP side. And then Sammy Gyamfi meets Agrada at a funeral. I think the funeral was some PLA who was an NDC man's funeral, I think. But I stand to be corrected on that one. But it's some funeral. So Sammy Gyamfi sees Agrada at a public event. Our decision is that he has to engage her. If Agrada, he doesn't have to see Agrada and snub her that, oh, no. In terms of being a PR person, you have to talk to her. Because democracy is numbers. You want to get her on the NDC side. Whoever it is, any human being can change from the NDC to the MPP. Any human being can change from MPP to NDC. It is the MPP's efforts to try and get more people to their side and the NDC's effort to try and get more people to their side. So PR people don't ignore anyone. That's part of the thing that has worked for John Mahama as a president. Because he's a consummate PR person, he's known how to play the optics very, very, very well. In fact, in the 4th Republican history, John Mahama is one of the best optical politicians in Ghana. I've told a lot of friends of mine, said it in the studio when we are working. The optics, John Mahama understands it. So, in terms of optics, it is good that Sammy Gyamfi is seen talking to Agrada and saying, Mama Agrada, bra. Now, when he campaign, we see a winning. I feel we say a winning election. Inti Brabe joining, he needs to campaign. So, yes, he has to talk to Agrada. There's no question about that. All right, let's move on to the subsequent questions. Now, so we answered that question in the affirmative. Yes, he has to engage with Agrada. Question number 2. If yes, what should have been the mode of engagement? Now, the mode of engagement, if you want to win over somebody, can be anything. It can be about football. It can be about the politics of the election. It can be about Sammy Gyamfi's car. It can be about Agrada's car, her church, her husband, some things she's done on TV. You can engage her on anything. You can talk to Agrada and say, hey, Mama, Nadan Michelle video be pad. You can do that, all in an effort to get her to understand the position of the NDC. So engaging her, I think, is correct. All right. 3rd one. Should he have acceded to the request for cash to buy petrol or whatever the request for cash was? That's a tricky one. So you engage the person, and the person says, Honorable Pebibi Mame. Pebibi Mame, Honorable, is something that honorables hear everywhere they go. They go to wedding, Pebibi Mame. They go to funeral, Pebibi Mame. They go to here, Pebibi Mame. They go and wash their car, Pebibi Mame. Honorable Pebibi Mame, no, it's every day. Even me that I'm not honorable, sometimes I hear it. Honorable, nothing for the boys. And you are not going to send mobile money to them and ask them, what is your phone number? Then you do star 170. No. You have to look in your pocket and then give them something. It's I don't know whether I should say it's cultural. I'm not sure how to classify it. But it's there. It happens. No one can deny that. So at the point where Agrada says, Honorable Pebibi Mame, you want to think you've started engaging a former political opponent, as it were. You're a PR person for the party and the government, as it were. And then he says, Honorable Pebibi Mame, are you going to say, oh, and mini bibia? Or are you going to say, mini bibia medema? Or are you going to say, Brahme office? Or are you going to call the bodyguard or the PA and say, come, take 450 cedis, 200 and give it to Agrada? Or come, take 600 CD notes, give it to Agrada, and give her Agrada's bodyguard 200. That'll be 800. Give it to them. They say, Mama Pat, my bodyguard never be home. Why? Could you do that? Yeah. Is that acceptable? I don't know. You tell me, viewers. Is that acceptable? Because I'm not here to crucify Sammy Gyamfi. Not yet. I'm not here to crucify Sammy Gyamfi. I'm here to expose what the politics that we ourselves do, where it has brought us to, and why we should start thinking, all the young people in the political parties, when campaign comes again, remember, Samira has done makeup. It was an issue. It was an issue to show that you should vote them out because Samira uses taxpayers' money to do makeup. Today we are hearing how much is $800, how much is $700, how much is $1,200. How much is Samira's makeup? How much? How much? Makeup, how much? Second lady, how much? That is why this is an issue. Samira is incompetent. She handled a project and she lost the money. You can say that about Samira. That's fair. That's allowed. Oh, Samira Bawumia, she wants to be first lady. Oh, forget about her. Is she not the one that they gave 100 million to go and do the borehole and she couldn't do it? Correct. But Samira Bawumia's makeup is the reason why you should vote against her husband. These things were said. They were said. We have not quite learned our lesson. Fifi Kwete went to Cabinet Parliament, Appointments Committee 2009, had to apologize that the man that he said was a cripple, he has never seen him. He said Nana Akufo-Addo has beaten up a cripple in Chebi. He's beaten up. Everybody has, hey, Akufo-Addo need to me a deal. Oh, you see, Obubo Foko Abu Bonasum. Fifi Kwete comes to Appointments Committee. Leonard Atachian says, Fifi Kwete, I'm the MP in Chebi. Which cripple are you talking about? He says, I've never seen him. I've never seen him. I don't know. That kind of politics, we should move away from it if we can. Maybe not now, but it should be our benchmark as we progress. Should he have acceded to the request? We don't know, but the answer is sort of yes, he should have. Let's get to the next question. Let's get to the next question. Where's the next question? If yes, should he have given cash in US dollars out of his car? That's where I think that Sammy Gyamfi himself has said that this was as a result of indiscretion. He said that. He said that. And that's the only part that I sort of agree with the NDC people. He said something. He's come out to say that, I'm sorry, this was indiscretion. I really shouldn't have done that. The other matters about where he got the money from and all that, politicians can chase it, Shrat can chase it, all of that can chase it. That's not, we don't have power to find out where he got the money from. We don't know whether the money is stolen money. The same way that we don't know whether Cecilia Dapa's money is stolen money. And that's the point we made. That whereas the optics of the Cecilia Dapa look terrible, and I told friends of mine who will attest now, everybody, that I even told the important people in the campaign of the 2024, the MPP, that one thing that can work against us is the Cecilia Dapa matter because the optics are terrible. Yes, but they didn't mean that Cecilia Dapa has stolen the money. That the money is with her doesn't mean it is stolen. Just because the money was with her, it is stolen. Has Sammy Gyamfi stolen any money? I don't think so. I don't know. But you cannot conclude that because money is with him, it is stolen. It is stolen, saying. Did he steal your money? But let the investigative authorities, should it be investigated? Yes, by all means. It should be investigated. Until then, should we conclude that it is stolen? No, we can't. Are the optics bad? It is terrible. It's worse than bad. Should you accept his apology? It's up to you. You should look at it. Look at him. Look at his age. Look at what he has done with his party. Look at what he did in the campaign. Should you accept his apology? I don't know. But has he apologized? Yes, he has. And he's apologized for number 4. Because he says it's indiscretion. We all agree that it's indiscretion, don't we? We all do. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody very important in the NDC. And he was asking me, how do I see the Sammy Gyamfi situation? I was telling him that, oh, my style is not to, when people are down, it's not to come and kick them and say, if what he did is not in his line of operation, it's not in communication saying there's something wrong with Bawumia or Kennedy or Akufo-Addo and it's not true, that I can come and respond that what he said is not true and it's something that's quite unfortunate. It's not my style to be just kicking him. No, that's not really my style, especially as he's a young man. No. But I told him, I said, Chief, if this same video was Alban Bagbin taking the same money and giving it to the Nairi at Nalerugo at a funeral, would it have been a problem? He paused and said, Paul, that's a deep question. I said, yes. Or if this was Muhammad Muntaka at a funeral in Asokwa, giving the money to Sumankwahine, would it have been a problem? He said, no, that your Ashanti people, there is a problem. I said, hey, Chief, hold it there. But that is the thing. That is what we talk about, optics. The other matter, I think there's another question about the size of the money. Let me come to that. Where's question number 5? Yes. Question number 5. Is the quantum important or is it the principle? The quantum of the money. As for Agrada, that's $800. It's not true, so we should forget about it. I mean, how can Agrada tell us $800? Assuming it was $800 that he took. The one that she snatched, is it also $800? If that is only one, that's $900. So that $800 is not true. But anyway, still on the quantum. If the quantum was $100 and he gave Agrada $100 note, like, let me check, let me show you. I think I have 200 cedis. So if he gave Agrada $100 note, and Agrada took the $100 note and said, my $100 note if it's Sammy Gyamfi, who say woman no day? And she asked that her tagline, what's it? A bomb ziggy, something she says, a bomb ziggy, that thing she does. Then she flies a thing, a bomb ziggy. And it was one single $100 note. Would it have made a difference? I don't know. Let your text message come to Good Evening Ghana Official. I don't know. I really don't know. But these are the conversations we need to have. Sammy Gyamfi is seen giving money to Agrada. Is Agrada the problem? Maybe. Because Agrada shows us in her videos, and I watch all her videos, that she's quite wealthy. She and her husband, Osofo Esiama. I love Osofo Esiama. I just love his composure. Agrada and Osofo Esiama, they usually tell us that they are rich. They have Range Rover. They have some car. I don't even know the names of the cars, but they are good cars. They live in some nice place. She has a church where apparently, as I've been told, sometimes at a church service, she gives money to all the people. She cooks for them and all of that. She doesn't cook it herself, but she brings food on Sunday for the people to eat. So she's almost like a philanthropist. If you are broke and needy, you cannot be a philanthropist. So Agrada is not broke. And you've seen the video she said, threatening to return the money and that she can return it times 10 times, 15 times, whatever. So if she had given Agrada as a token, one note, and Agrada says, a bomb ziggy, Sammy Gyamfi has given me money, it wouldn't have been anything. In terms of the foot soldiers, I think that they are all right. The foot soldiers, and it is a lesson also for the politicians of today, those who are beginning to put themselves together for the MPP campaign, the people who are with you now, in the MPP side, the people who are with you now, you cannot forget about them. 2028 you come, MPP may win, MPP may not win. But if MPP wins in 2028, the people who have started from 25, they're coming to your house, they are picking your call, you're going to do an event, you say they should bring water, they bring it. Those people, you cannot forget them. And I can understand the pain to the heart of those people who see this Agrada, quote and unquote, flaunting our Sammy Gyamfi's dollars and saying a bomb ziggy, who say woman no day and all that. That's painful. That's really painful. And I will urge the NDC foot soldiers, I think that if you can reach Sammy Gyamfi, if you reach him, because it looks like he has a big heart for the foot soldiers. So maybe the foot soldiers are many. He's dealt with some. He has not been able to deal with some. He will not be able to deal with all of them at the same time. But I am sure that those who can reach him, he will be able to sort their problems out if he has the power to do so. I saw some George's text saying that Sammy Gyamfi has been calling for places for people to work in his NCS. It's always on his neck. So it's unfortunate. It's brutally unfortunate. It's perplexing. And that's why Franklin Kujo said, this is very difficult. It's perplexing. It's perplexing not because of the personality involved. It's perplexing because of the circumstance. A politician goes to a place and also because of what was said during the campaign. The kinds of things that were used. And I'll show you some. Srem Sai, my friend, Srem Sai, he sat on Joy FM quoting laws about how Sisi Ladapa cannot have dollars in her account. I'll show it to you. As for Martin Pebu, I love him. Martin Pebu says that the thing Sammy Gyamfi did, it was in private. It is true, it was in private. That he was in his car. He didn't stand public sharing dollars. It is also true. But Sisi Adapa's money was in her bunker, in her house. Private, locked. Somebody went to steal it. And that's how we got to know. So if somebody didn't go and steal it, for Sisi Adapa to discover that her bunker dollar is missing and report to the police, a minister who has stolen money will go and report to the police. OSP went to look at it, found nothing. OSP, the opponent of MPP, what is his name? Tonight I'll be talking about it when I talk about Anas. What's his name again? OSP, Kisi Ajabin. Kisi Ajabin took helicopters to Sisi Adapa's house, helicopter, to go and check and then find the money. 4 months down the line, he came and said, I have found nothing. Go and ask Kisi Ajabin why he found nothing. Was Sisi Adapa able to show where all the dollars came from? The answer is yes. Was it a tool used as politics against the MPP? The answer is yes. Did the tool, having been used against the MPP, was it successful? It was hugely successful. Is it payback time? I don't know. Should it be tit for tat? I don't know. Should you feel sorry for Sammy Gyamfi? Yes, you should. But this is the politics. So this is how we've answered all our questions. The last question is, what kind of punishment should be meted out? The jury is out on that. We don't know. The important people will make their decision. We don't know. President John Dramani Mahama is the most important person in this equation. And he knows how to deal with things, a very experienced politician. So we know what to do. We just hope that it will not take Sammy Gyamfi away from the job that he has focused himself to achieve for his party. I don't know whether he'll be successful or not, but he's focused himself to achieve something. He's too young to be chopped off. I think so. He's just too young to be chopped off. But it's a lesson, not just for him, not just for me, and not just for you, but for all the people who are doing Ghana politics. Let's be careful. And those who support all kinds of things. Somebody opens on social media and is insulting everybody, and then we are supporting it. We are happy, we are laughing. Tomorrow, listen to Sremsai on Newsfile. Strong against the money is dollars. You should have dollars. Listen to Sremsai.
It may be true that we don't have a particular law which says don't keep so and so money at home. But you cannot keep that amount of money at home without committing some crimes along the way. For example, in April 2022, which is around the same time that these monies were probably being accumulated, the Bank of Ghana published a notice number BGGOV SEC 2022-04. And in that notice, Bank of Ghana recounted its previous notices in 2012 and 2019, reminding the public that you do not deal in foreign currency. What do we mean by dealing in foreign currency? It says if you buy it, if you store it, a list of things that you do.
So if you say these things because you wanted to show that Sisi Adapa has done something gravely wrong because it was election time, and now you are Deputy Attorney General. Hey, so I'm sorry. That day he wasn't Deputy Attorney General. Today he's Deputy Attorney General. You are in charge. This has happened against your colleague who has more impact in the NDC than you. Sammy Gyamfi has obviously a huge impact more than Sremsai. Oh, by far, they are not even comparable. He has more impact than you. Are you as Deputy Attorney General today going to say that, hey, Sammy Gyamfi, why do you get the dollars for? Are you going to say that? This is why we shouldn't be motivated by politics. Let's deal with the content of the person, the policy that he's bringing, whatever extras that you can add that are related to the character of the individual. But things that have happened around the individual in his house. Many years ago when Nana Akufo-Addo's law office general manager died, they say he's juju. They say juju, or the politics. They said that. But if you say that and then the next time your person in your law firm dies, what are we going to say? They will say that when Nana Akufo-Addo, you said that each to your own is the same thing. The tit for tat politics. Get me the Duncan Williams, get it ready, I'll show it. It's very, very important, viewers. I know some people are disappointed. They wanted me to cut Sammy Gyamfi, put him here and cut him into pieces. For doing what? For giving Agrada money. No. we cut Sammy Gyamfi into pieces. If we find that the gold board took 200 million from government, and after 2 years, they have brought 24 million, there's a loss, we cut Sammy Gyamfi into pieces. We cut Sammy Gyamfi into pieces when we find, if we ever find, that, oh, Sammy Gyamfi is buying illegal gold for the gold board, we'll cut him into pieces. But that he went to a funeral and Agrada said, give me money for petrol, and he gave him some money with some indiscretion. It's not a reason why we are going to cut him to pieces. But the politics will go on. Nana B has been talking quite a bit, and I'll be showing that to you in a moment. So that was Swemsai. Swemsai, today you are Deputy Attorney General. Martin Pebu is a friend of mine. We are tight, very, very good. Martin Pebu says that, oh, but please listen to the video. Please play the video. Play the video.
He entered the car and counted the manual. So it's the paparazzi, if I call it so, that snooped in on him. I think we should start the analysis from that point. He entered the car. He didn't stand publicly to count the money. He entered the car and counted. Then a camera was switching there. So he didn't see. That's why I said, listen, we really have to be careful how we are analyzing. Look at the video. He didn't stand openly and then started counting that. He entered the car. The car is his private space. That car is not a public space. Within the car is his private space, right? And he didn't invite people in. It's Agrada that's patient.
Somebody has sent me text. He said, Paul, you are too old, though. You are losing the Gen Z spirit. The woman's thing is not a bomb ziggy. It's a bo ziggy. Oh. Semni. Ghana, my happy home. Land of rich resources. Land of mighty talent, racial tolerance, justice and freedom. I will die for thee, Mother Ghana. I will strive for thee. I would uphold thy name. Do you know that song? Ghana, my happy home. It's nice. Anyway, so that was Martin Pebu. I just love the Martin. I'm supporting cause that Martin Pebu should go to the Supreme Court. Why are they taking so long? There's only one reason why I support that Martin Pebu Supreme Court. The work he did to change this holiday, 2 days, they catch you on Friday, then they say Saturday and Sunday is not part of it. Monday, then they are counting 2 days. So 48 hours starts from Friday, and then Monday, Martin Pebu went to court on his own, took a writ to the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court that, look, that Saturday and Sunday, it is days, it has to be counted. And the Supreme Court agreed with him. For that reason only. That's why Martin Pebu is my friend. I like people who fight constitutional issues. So for that reason only, Martin Pebu should go to the Supreme Court. In spite of stealing somebody's book, the one that he's been fighting with me over because I said this here. The last time we spoke and he put some PLA on, may he rest in peace. It was about that. People said that to me, I'm saying that he's done something wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. And then we fought about it. When he calls me, when I see his number and I say, he said, I called you first time, you won't pick. And then we fight. We're always fighting. But I think that he has to get to the Supreme Court on the account of that thing that he did as a barrister. He did a good job. But you heard him. You see how he was struggling? It's in the car. It was close. And it was in his car. Do people carry dollars walking on the streets? The people are walking on the street. Can they afford dollars? Dollars is for those who have big cars. So it will be in car. But it's all coming together to tell us a good lesson. That, Charlie, hold it. Wait. Life is long. It is short, but it is long. You are young and you are coming. You don't know tomorrow. Who knows tomorrow, Baba? You remember that song? Okay, though some of you may not remember. There's some. I think it was a Nigerian guy who sang it. He said, "Who knows tomorrow?" You know. Yeah. So let's keep it calm and let's take it precept upon precept, step by step. Let's allow the Holy Spirit to guide and order our steps. Those who are truly interested in nation building, those who are truly interested in the republic, allow the Holy Spirit to guide your steps, and the ambition will be realized. It is very important. That ambition must not be an ambition for self-adulation. It must be an ambition to lift up the people in the republic, the lowest people in the republic to be lifted up, so that when you have finished, Ghana, through you, can become what the accounts call Krabeshe. It is very important that young politicians must have that ambition. You can be NDC and MPP, fight NDC and fight MPP is fine. But let us always remember that Ghana is more important than you and your ambition. Even if you lose the election and Ghana succeeds, if Ghana succeeds, you don't need to win an election to succeed. People run away to Ivory Coast, to Europe, and they do jobs. and they have jobs and they can succeed. If Ghana is successful, everybody will be successful. So let us stop killing the Ghana spirit and bring our ambition, so that we find something about a politician that is a nothing. We bring it out because we know that it's a poor country. Many of us are broke and many of us are poor. Many of us cannot make ends meet. That is the principal question for politics. Why is it that too many Ghanaians cannot make ends meet? That should be the principal question that animates us. And too many Ghanaians are not poor because Samira Bawumia didn't make up. No, that's not why the Ghanaians may be poor. The Ghanaians are poor because the policy direction is lacking, or that the policy is empty. The policy is anemic. It lacks blood and oxygen. That's what we should address. Go and look at the arguments they have in the British Parliament and come and look at the arguments they're having here. Why are we doing that to ourselves? We have had a great generation in the Fourth Republic. Please prepare for me the J.H. Mensah tape if you can find it. If you can't find it, let me know. The J.H. Mensah in Parliament before Parliament. When I look at that video, I want to weep. This was Ghana's Parliament in 97. High profile quality. Quality. I've been showing you the MPP Congress of 96. How the people who lost the election responded to it. The quality of their humanity. But where did we lose all those things to now insult? Everybody is insulting everybody. They insult pastors, they insult Otunfo, they insult everybody, and people are laughing. They are laughing. They are insulting. They are laughing. I don't think those kinds of platforms would have succeeded in 1998 when Rawlings was there. Nobody insulted anybody. But J.H. Mensah, Nana Akufo-Addo, Richard Kwame Pepra, Victor Salami, they got their point across without having to insult anyone. J.H. Mensah, he got his point across. Today, you open the social media, everybody's insulting everybody. Where are the churches? Where is the charismatic church? A lot of these people who are insulting people, they are in the charismatic church. But when they win power, it's a winner takes all. So sometimes the pastor doesn't want to say anything because hey, if you go and say and they win and you want something, they won't give you. They have the J.H. Mensah? Good. It's 15 minutes at the top of there. I have to deal with the Kennedy Adarapong story because I'm very happy that Anas Aremia Anas has been defeated. Sometimes some of this evil must end. Let's look at J.H. Mensah. This was Ghana's parliament in 97. See the way he spoke and see whether we can find it in this parliament today. We should be able to find it. Kojo Oppong and Co give us a great a hope. When Kojo Oppong speaks in parliament, you see it. I'll come to Sammy Gyamfi and I'll come back to Nana B, but I just want you to watch J.H. Mensah. Have a look.
And I'm making this point quite seriously because it is our wish on this side of the House that the authority and dignity of Parliament should be affirmed and reaffirmed on every possible occasion as one of the bulwarks of our freedom. And I'm making this point quite seriously because it is our wish on this side of the House that the authority and dignity of Parliament should be affirmed and reaffirmed on every possible occasion as one of the bulwarks of our freedom.
May he rest in eternal peace. Nana Boakye has been having a tough, big-time press conference on the Sammy Gyamfi matter. This is what he had to say. Have a look.
The president launched this coup. As I mentioned earlier, it was well publicized. It received a lot of commendation from so many people. Now, a week or just less than a week